Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, Woo wee, y'all. Woo wee. The King's Court is on right now. If you're Eastern Daylight Time, is on right now. Turn on your TVs. Bravo. Woo wee. So they done introduced, I think they said 6 or 7 more girls. Okay. And they look a little bit more saucy than the previous girls. I like the previous girls. I feel like how they divided it up is that the first set of girls, they look a little bit more traditional looking, like more traditional, nice women. But these next girls, they kind of look a little bit Instagrammy, So yeah, so okay, they switching it up. All right. uh, and the old girls, they saying how the guys are talking to all of them and not talking to them anymore, and I feel it. They trying to get to know these new girls, but it seems like the old girls getting pushed back in the past or something. Come on. this this seems like it's gonna be interesting. Carlos, the ex or the retired NBA player, one of the girls said that they, did some research on him, and that he was, not truthful or honest or faithful in his last 2 marriages. Hey, I said this, the last one, Corey looked it up. And yeah, Carlos, and like I said, the last episode, it just seems like he just go with the flow, and you're not supposed to go with the flow. You're supposed to go with what's evenly yoked with you. Don't ever go off of just your emotions, because your emotions can be a lie. The enemy can give you emotions, so that's why you got to be careful. You can't just be going off of like what you feel. Some of your desires can be evil. Some of your desires can be wicked. So you can't just go off the flow. You gotta really, check these women out. So, but I want to see what she came up with. It's back on, y'all. Oh, she good. Dang. Is that? What is she doing? Oh. Ah. All right, all right. So the ladies they got to play this basketball game as y'all saw if you're watching along. And it was funny. Oh girl with the the kinky hair dyed. She was funny. She tried her best, but she made her shot though. Okay, they was playing basketball. She made her shot. All right. Well, okay. Now they put all the ladies together. The men have picked their dates. Let's see how this gonna go. Let's see how it's gonna go. They all beautiful ladies. So let's see what these men is all about. Valencia, you said you can't hear anything. I don't know why it does that. I can hear it though. Um, try just getting out and then coming back in. Is it Valencia? Yeah, try getting out and then coming back in. But either way, I'm gonna these lives are gonna be up and on the playlist. So if you can't hear me now, you'll be able to hear me when I place them on the playlist. So my apologies. But we'll we y'all. Let's see how this gonna go. It's just interesting. It's interesting. That's all I got to say. They brought in some more, non-black women. So yeah, so it's almost like it almost looked like it's about 50-50. So Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm just interested to see, hey, what's popping? What's going on? They put it that way for a reason. I'm just a fly on the wall. That's all I got to say. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, y'all. Waiting for it to come back on. All right. Oh wow. Okay. Um Brooke Gale, the really beautiful brown skin girl, and the Lily, I think she's a Mexican, beautiful Mexican woman. They both were coming to Tyson and pretty much, kind of like telling him that you can talk to them, but, you don't have to, like, be with them or take them on dates. I don't know exactly what they were saying, but it sounded like they didn't want him to keep looking around at all the different ladies. I don't think that that's fair because they're on this show to get to find their person, as Tyson said. He trying to find his person. So it's not fair if, he ignored the new women that come in and just focus on the women who came first. I don't that's how is that fair? And even Tyson was like, "Oh, that's like jealous." And yeah, I mean, like in this situation, I don't think that that's fair. It's like he's not a piece of property, y'all. He's on this show trying to find the right lady for him. So yeah, that was kind of weird that they would even would come to him and want him to do that. That's just weird. I don't know. And then, oh girl, I don't remember her name, but the light skinned, beautiful black woman, she was talking to Thaddeus and she was talking about Carlos basically that he has picked his girl basically and has isolated himself with her most of the time instead of getting to know the other ladies and how she felt some sort of way about that. And he like, "Well, do you think I'm doing that?" And she said, "No, it's Carlos." Well, he said, "Well, I think you need to tell him that." he Thaddeus is pretty stern. He is a stern dude, and I respect it though. He is stern. He lets you know, hey, what's up? All right, okay, hold on. It's back on.
First off, I want to sincerely apologize. Um, when I called you aggressive, it triggered you. You are a cool ass chick, very smart. The last thing I want to do is perpetuate this perception, and I need to be man enough to look person in the eye that I really hurt and say that I'm sorry. And I apologize. I really do appreciate that moment for me. This is a growth moment for me. With the bottom of my heart, waves coming up in here now. There's a couple bands in New York.
Woo-wee, this Lexi girl. Wow, she got it out for Carlos. She got it out for him. You know, she Lexi, she went up to Carlos and, told her how she felt, how he has, sectioned himself off with, old girl Antoinette, I believe her name is. And he let her know, straight up like that she's the number one in his book, that she just is. And he gave her the floor to say whatever it is that she wanted to say and to connect with him. But, she really ain't have much to say. It's like, well, girl, you can't be complaining and stuff like that and then not have nothing to say when you do got his attention. It was just kind of, it was rough looking at that scene. But hey, and now Lexi is going to old girl and just saying how, his last two marriages, he was cheating and stuff, and she's stirring the pot. She's stirring the pot up, okay? But woo wee. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. I hope that, I think his last marriage was 2 years ago. That wasn't a long time ago at all. 2 years ago, that wasn't long. I hope that, he's a wiser man than he was back then. I don't know. I guess we shall see. I don't know. But what I've seen so far with Carlos, I just think he kind of just ride the wave. And I just don't believe in riding no wave. So, I guess we shall see though. Woo wee, y'all. Well, let's keep watching. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Bien. Muy bien. Oh, no.
the outfit. You know, mm, I do a lot of it. And they once told me not to let social climbers come into your world because like, so that's kind of why like social I haven't really did one bad that someone one of the queens they have to get further with every day. Here's your basket. I got a toolbox. I'm talking. What's the opposite way you
Ooh wee, ooh wee. Who gonna check me, boo? Carlos look like he about to check Lexi in this next scene. I guess we shall see. Ooh wee. So Tyson, as y'all probably saw if you watching along, um, he was saying how for the last 9 years he hasn't been in a serious relationship because he's afraid that somebody is going to pretty much use him as a come up, you know, and whatnot. Because Naomi Campbell told him after he got out of his relationship that, people may try to use you and ride on your light for free. And I guess it just made him afraid, and I guess he just, kept to himself for the last 9 years. I guess so. What you say, Corby? I guess so. That don't mean that he wasn't out there doing what he not supposed to be doing in the eyes of the Lord, but I guess so. Well, I hope that he'll make a turn of a leaf and find somebody for him. Stop being out in these streets. Stop just using people for the moment. And find you somebody. I hope he finds somebody, whether they on this show or off this show. I pray that he, give love another chance, give marriage another chance. He's been married before. I don't know exactly how long ago that was, but he's been married before. So I hope that he can, give it another shot, because fornicating in the streets, especially these 2025 streets, ain't ain't nothing out there but HIV. Ain't nothing out there but some HIV. So, come on. I hope that he find somebody, be faithful to them, and get married to them and do the right thing. And you don't have to, guard yourself so much. That's what I think. Will we? And that's no shade to nobody who got HIV. If you got HIV, just continue to keep putting your health first. Make sure you putting other people first as well. Ain't nothing, I'm not speaking bad about people with HIV or anything like that. I'm just saying that's a reason why you shouldn't be fornicating in the streets, because it is HIV in the streets. That ain't that's not to be mean, that's not to be rude, that's the truth. All right, y'all, it's back on.
Here's the other thing too. You guys know her past. I don't want no more kids. I don't want to physically have anymore. I have this connection with this woman, first child. Kids to me are gifts. I am not Tyson, Sarah, and Felicia. Think about it. Probably heaven. Yeah, for me, that's bad. What I had yesterday. She goes off the phone. Gotta come like you want it. You gotta get engaged. So guys, tonight you need to invite whoever you have with you. Me, I didn't really know what I was stepping into when I got to the from people. Um, me as a human being. Your chance to open up and show the king they need more time with you. It's all about confidence. Guys look good. No, this time around, really seems crystal. But it's about to get real. I don't know. Can you do that? Oh, y'all, but I'm gonna talk to Are you finished? Okay. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Get up. What you just gonna do?
Woo wee, y'all. Woo wee. It looked like it's gonna. I don't know if it's is it off? Is it off? Is it on? It's saying it still got some time left. It still got 30 minutes left, I think. 37 minutes left. So I don't know. It seems like it's ending though. But the four girls, Lexi, Brickell, um, and two other ladies. I don't remember their names. Oh, Lily, Brickell, Lexi, And then the other lady, I don't remember her name, is 4 ladies up for elimination. So let's see what's about to happen. I think Lexi might be out the door, because I don't know. She wasn't connecting with Carlos and the other guys. Tyson don't seem very connected to her, and Thaddeus seems a little bit annoyed by her. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess we shall see what's gonna happen. Woo wee, y'all. Woo wee. Mm-mm-mm. Going back to the conversation, I forgot to talk about this, but there was a conversation between Thaddeus and Doctor. I think her name is Shauna. She's the one from the South. She's a black woman doctor and education. And, she had to, come with her concerns to Thaddeus, saying that, hey, you called me aggressive. And as a black woman in working in spaces that aren't dominated by black people, I have to come against that microaggression about me all the time as a black woman in high places. And you hurt my feelings, Thaddeus, for saying that, you found me aggressive. When really I'm just being assertive. She came to Thaddeus and Thaddeus, he apologized, you know, and they were able to move forward. That was a beautiful moment. All right, it's back on you guys.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody. What would have been cool was if you have a beautiful song, it's not going to be good. Put it down. And I do wish you the best of luck. It's yeah. Why are you here? I don't like a jealous person. She's trying to quit. People have all the time. Not too many places where I can really. Listen to this. We didn't do it. So you just don't.
Oh, oh, ouch. Oh, girl said that Carlos, Lexi said that Carlos was ghetto, his ways of thinking is ghetto, and she out, honey. Self eliminated. So if you're watching along, we just saw that Lexi self eliminated because basically Carlos checked her and told her to her face, you told everybody else, concerns about me, but you didn't come to me, and for that, I wish you well, but whoever you find, it won't be with me. So he dismissed her. Ouch. And then um Tyson came to talk to Brickell and the other woman that I don't remember her name, and he basically called her out for being jealous. And she wasn't hearing that. Brickell was not trying to hear that, and she left. And she self-eliminated. So, woo wee, woo wee. Ouch. Well, I feel it. I think Lexi was trying to stir the pot a little bit too much. I understand how she was feeling though, and the things that she was finding out about Carlos. Carlos did try to, say his piece, and he said because he was married in his 20s, when he got into the NBA, he already was married, then he got into the NBA, he got a lot of attention, and he ended up falling into the snare of the enemy, lust, adultery, and all of that, and it destroyed his marriage. Okay, I can see that. He never goes into what happened with the second marriage, though. He always skips that one. He explained this twice now, and he always skips why the second marriage ended. So, but I feel it. I feel it. Maybe the old girl, didn't want to put their family back together and stuff. He said that he went to counseling and stuff, which is good, which is great. And he said he also picked up a relationship with the Lord, which is great. Now he got to watch that yoga stuff because that's not of the Lord. People. I think a lot of people who come to Jesus Christ, they think that they can still practice like witchcraft, basically, and ritualisms. They think that they can still do that, as long as they confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, that they can still dabble in that stuff, and it doesn't work that way. So, but he can definitely be delivered. I'm happy that he, made the effort to help himself, and saw that, hey, I have a problem here and I need some help. And he went to go seek help. Um, I pray that he continued to just keep seeking in the right place, the Lord, and he will help you. Especially when it comes to lust. He's the only one who's all powerful enough to help us. You feel me? So I respect Carlos for telling his truth and everything, and I hope that he will just focus in on the right power to help him, to continue to help him. Because, riding on this wave of, going with the wind, what I feel with Carlos is that he rides on the wind. Like he said it himself, like he gets attracted to a woman and it seems right and it be wrong. That's why we can't just go based off of our emotions. So you really got to have the Lord to help you in choosing the right mate. He's going to bring you the right mate, and then he's going to help you to identify the right mate, the right person that's for you. And sometimes the person may not look like what you initially thought that you wanted, or that you was looking for, but the Lord, he knows your heart, he knows that person's heart, and he gonna bring y'all together. So I just really hope that he really focus in on the Lord to help him on this journey, this love journey he on, because you can't do it alone if you want it to really work and to be great. You feel me? But whoa, wait. Well, God bless these men. God bless these women. I hope they all find somebody. I think everybody deserves somebody, you know. I believe that. And I believe that the Lord got somebody for everybody. I do. I believe He got somebody for everybody. You just have to focus in on Him. Once you focus in, put all your focus in on the Lord and just enjoy your alone time. Oh my goodness, He will bring that person like that. You got to pass the test first. The first test is to enjoy your alone time with the Lord and get into it. Get to know the Lord, get to know His ways, get to know His character. Enjoy this alone time with Him. Okay, and then He gonna bring you that right person. He got somebody for everybody. He do. And if you don't want to be married, that's fine too. The word says that you can do that. That you don't have to be married, but if you're not married, that means you're taking a stance of not having sex ever. So not with yourself and not with other people. So, you got to understand that. So, you don't got to be married, but that's a stance that you're taking in the eyes of the Lord when you decide not to marry. But I believe He got somebody for everybody who wants to be married. He got somebody for you. Just focus in on Him. And I'm telling you, as soon as you focus in on Him, He will bring that person. It happened to me. That's how when I finally decided to just enjoy my alone time with the Lord and enjoy this single time with the Lord, He brought Corey. As soon as I made up my mind in my heart, when I made up my mind in my heart, He brought Corey. And I'm sure He'll do the same thing for you. You just got to keep focused on Him. Okay? Keep focused on Him. And He will bring you that person. And when He bring you the person, don't shun them off because they may not be your style. They may be a little bit different than what you wrote down on your prayer request paper. They may be a little bit different. But the Lord, He's a good Lord. He knows your heart. He knows what's going to work for you and what's not. He knows who you're evenly yoked with and who you're not. We human beings, we like to look at people and be like, oh, he fine. He my type. Yes. Or, oh, she fine. We real visual. But the Lord, He go a lot deeper than that. A lot deeper than that. And I see within my own marriage, like why the Lord has chosen Corey to be my husband. So yeah, come on, give the Lord a chance. He loves you. He got somebody for you. Just make Him first. He needs to be first in your life, not a man, not anybody else. He needs to be first before He bring that person into your life. And when He bring that person into your life, the Lord need to be first in their life. So y'all both can put Him first in your life together. Come on now. Preach. All right, y'all. Well, I'm out of here, y'all. It's so hot up here. I got to turn